Hi everyone, Rob Phoenix here. I was thinking earlier today as I was working on my website about uh, there's a part of the powwow tradition where it's believed that only a man can teach a woman or a woman can teach a man. And that's like the proper way of passing on the powwow. And so therefore most powwowers are judged by whether or not their teacher was of the opposite sex. Um, it's kind of interesting because people never really kind of elaborate on that. For example, one of the first people who taught me some powwowing was female, and she really just kind of taught me about powwow, what it is, what they do, and she did teach me a couple of charms and things, but she was coming at it from a neo-pagan perspective. So does that count? Not to me. Then I had someone else teach me one charm in real life and then something on paper. Does that make her my teacher? Hard to say. At one point in time, Chris Blarty and I were like best friends, and I learned so much from him. But does that count? Some people would say no, because he was a man, I'm a man. So those are just three things. I've had people, that I've met when I'm doing presentations or book signings or other types of events that are like, oh yeah, this is cool that you're talking about powwow. Look what my dad showed me, and I'm going to teach you this powwow charm. You learn like that. You learn by meeting people. So we learn from books. Certainly not everything I do I learn from one person. So how does that work exactly? And you also have to think too that this idea of boy to girl, girl to boy, and I'm sorry, I'm having a lighting issue. I guess because I'm so animated when I move, I like trigger the lights. That's better. Now I can see. Anyway, in this day and age, you can't stick to just male, female. We're learning so much more about the fluidity of gender, and that there's so much more diversity within everyone, that we can't just fall back on those old-fashioned kind of gender roles, because the world's just not like that anymore. And the fact is, we learn from everyone we come in contact with. My astrology stuff, I learned all of my astrology stuff from a woman who considers herself a neo-pagan, but she's brilliant, and she's brilliant in astrology, and I learned everything I know from her. Obviously, I've read some books and stuff and expanded on my knowledge since then, but does that count? So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, put that in people's heads. If you come to me and say, oh, I learned powwowing from so-and-so and so-and-so, I don't care what their gender is. That doesn't mean anything to me anymore in this day and age. So I can say traditionally, yes, I've been taught by a woman, several women, in fact, but I've also been taught by men. And I've also learned from books and by watching videos on YouTube and whatever else. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there. I do apologize for the noise. My neighbor decided right now, today, to finally mow his grass, and I'm making a video. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to blab about that a bit. Just put it in your heads, kind of think about it, and really how important is that? My powwow's good. My stuff works. I've been doing this for years, and I'm not going to stop. So it has nothing to do with who taught me or who didn't teach me, or whether they were male or female or something other than. Gender doesn't mean anything to me anymore. There are just people in the world. So anyway, I wanted to put that out there, this whole powwow gender issue, and those are my views. Sorry about the dog. Things are getting crazy here, so I'm gonna go. Love you guys. God bless you. Have a great evening. Sorry.